Welcome back to the life of Gabz. That's me. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe to the channel. What are you waiting for? It only takes 1 second to subscribe, so hit that subscribe button right now. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so that you guys will be notified each and every single time that I upload a brand new video. Now, with all that being said, let's get into the video.
Yeah. You always say that I'm the apple of your eye. Maybe you should come a little closer, take a bite. I can be a crazy, you know I'm a little shy. I can be a freaky, that's the type of shit you like. I can go on and on, just catch your vibe. And I'm digging your vibe, yeah, I'm loving your style. Yeah, I'ma really make this worth your while, no lie. Yeah, I can be anything, baby, if you let me get a taste of your love.
Now today I have something different and interesting for you guys. I had asked my supporters to send me some story times, whether it be something sad, funny, interesting, depressing, whatever the situation, whatever life events that you guys had, you know, whatever story times that you would like to share with me, share. In these videos I will not be calling anybody's real name. I would be using a different name so that I won't be exposing anybody. You know, whoever send your stories and you want to be anonymous, that's fine. I will just replace your names with a different name. These stories are sent from real people, real stories, real life events. These are not fake. These are nothing that I sit down and create. These are real stories, you know. If you have any stories that you would like to share for me to read them and share them here, you can email me at gabriella.atherley23@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at life_of_Gabz with the Z, or even TikTok. I would link everything in the description down below so that you guys can contact me if you want to share stories and, you know, you just want your stories to be heard and you would like me to read them and react to them, you know, just hit me up. Anyways, guys, we have a guest that you will not be seeing because he wants to stay in the background. Those of you who know Brandon.
Hello.
Yeah, I ain't gonna show him.
Hey, what's up, boy?
Yeah, you may be hearing 2 voices in the background. One is Brandon's, one is Joe. If you guys don't know who they are, you can watch previous videos. You will see Joe and Brandon. I will also link their social media in the description so that you guys will see. That was Brandon keeping noise in my video. But anyways, guys, enough chit-chatting. Let's get started with these stories. This story time is why I stopped being friends with a girl because her dad was a pervert. And the girl in this story, we're calling her Jessie. You hear that, Brandon? I don't know why Brandon laughing, but anyways. So, me and Jessie became friends at school, and over time we realized we lived close together, so we started coming over to my house and I started going over to hers. She had 5 brothers and she was the only girl. Whenever I had come over to her house, I say hello to everyone, but her dad was always excited to see me. Anyways, he'd immediately run and give me a hug. Over the past couple of months, he gave me a hug and a kiss on the cheek. Let me pause there for a minute. You hear that, Brandon? No, right there is where we'll draw the line, right? But we can keep going to see what happened. He said that I was his new little girl. I felt uncomfortable with it, but I went and told Jessie, and she said, he's just excited you're here and you're like family now. I was like, okay, I guess. And I would just ignore it. Thanksgiving came up and I went over to her house for a plate. Her dad opened up the door and gave me a hug and a kiss as usual. I walked in the house and he said, you need to eat to keep that booty plump. alright. Okay. I laughed in nervousness. He slapped and squeezed my butt.
What?
Okay. I was weirded out, but I laughed because of how anxious and nervous I was. After I got a plate of food and I sat down with Jessie, I saw her dad slapped my butt. And she was like, yeah, okay. As if she didn't believe me. So again, I ignored the situation. As the day goes on, everyone is playing board games, laughing, and eating desserts. I had cheesecake and I'm lactose intolerant, so you know how that went. I left the family for a few minutes and I go to the bathroom. When I was all finished, I opened up the door and there was Jessie's dad. Just standing there, smiling at me. I was like, oops, my bad. You are probably waiting for a while. Here you go. And I tried to move out of the way. But then he says, I don't need to go to the bathroom. Okay, so when you're standing up there then. He pushes me back in by the hips and locks the door. It gets really bad after this. I can't imagine. He's standing there smiling at me and I asked him very nervously if I had done something wrong. He was like, yes, you haven't been spending time with daddy. That is so gross.
You haven't been spending time with daddy.
Sorry for laughing, right? But that... It's not even funny, right? And I'm laughing because the reason why I'm laughing, right, is because this sounds real weird.
No, there's only one of them movies on EHM or whatever it is.
Lifetime.
Hallmark TV.
Hallmark. But you mostly see these things happen on Lifetime Movie Network, like.
Well, yeah, Lifetime got one of those.
Lifetime TV.
Anyways.
One more.
And he like jiggles my breast in a weird way. How you mean he jiggles your breast in a weird way? The fact he even jiggles your breast, it was weird. Furthermore, from the time he was greeting you and kissing you and telling you you're his new little girl and slapping you on your butt and telling you need to eat so your booty could be plump. So that wasn't weird. Cool, okay, let me carry on. At this point, I was backing up because he starts acting weird. Then he starts unzipping his pants and getting closer to me. And their bathroom wasn't that big. I immediately took the Windex that was on top of their toilet and sprayed it into his eyes and quickly ran out of the bathroom. After this, her dad starts yelling. While I'm running downstairs, everyone asks what's going on. I told the whole family what Jessie's dad has done, and one of their little brothers yells at me, calling me a whore.
You wanna get shiny?
She gets set up. That's how your family setting she up.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Cause every time she run to the best friend and tells she, you know, your dad doing some weird shit, she keep talking about, yeah, okay, or yeah, just don't worry about it. But
Don't worry about it.
no, the little brother calling she a whore.
Big man.
That sounds like a setup.
You wanna get pork in that way.
I then went to Jessie saying, you gotta believe me, that's exactly what happened. She's like, my dad would never do anything like that. Okay. Her mom walks up to me and tells me I should leave. I started crying, then her mom yelled at me and tells me to go home, so I left and went home crying. After that, I never went back to her house. Alright, listen. Like I said just now, right? From the first time he come telling you about he new little girl and you need to eat so your booty could be plucked, and he greeting you and kissing you on your cheek and stopping on your ass and squeezing your ass.
Let
me keep it PG. Play with your... No, before it gets to that point, all of these things happening and she's just dismissing it. She's just ignoring it. Every time she tell the best friend something, she telling yeah, okay, just chill, just relax, everything cool. Nah, you need some proper friends. They're not a good friend to have. You want to have any take on this? All right, let me just say it again. Despite me laughing, right? The reason why I was laughing was because while reading it sounded weird to say out loud.
Yeah, so
But this is a serious matter. This is a serious matter, and if I know this is things that's happen every day.
yeah.
These are topics that people don't want to touch on, talk about. These things people don't talk about, but these are things that happen every single day. And I ain't trying to bash nobody and say, you know, you real stupid, you miss the signs, whatever the case is. But for anybody that watching this video that may find themselves in a similar situation, or you may be having some similar, what's the word I'm looking for?
Interaction.
Similar interactions as a story. For any time your friend or anybody, could be anybody, even gonna be your friend's dad, but any older person, anybody in general that you do not feel comfortable with around, coming up to you and telling you stuff like that, either report it to somebody that you trust, a trusted adult. Report it to somebody. If they don't believe in you, go to somebody else. If you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're about to attack, and as you guys that are here, y'all have any suggestions?
If anybody trouble you, you tell one person and don't understand, you tell another person and don't understand, the third person they tell it is the police. Thank you.
Like go to the police. If your parents aren't believing you, if your best friend ain't believing you, if your boyfriend, whoever you go to and they're not believing you, head straight to the police.
Yeah, I think in these times, I know about a lot of people that went through instances when it was kids.
Yeah.
And never had the
Resources?
not the resources, but the courage. Never had the courage to speak up about that point of time.
Yeah.
And I think like we need to empower our young children, you know, like kids,
Yeah.
to know that, well, you know, you can speak out. Even
Don't
though
be
that you may be
afraid.
10 or thing, like you can speak out about these things. I think that's when that we got to really teach our kids.
Exactly.
No matter how young it is.
Yeah, no matter how young or old, you could be 43. If somebody's making you uncomfortable or trying to like interfering without your consent, I didn't really want. Yeah, I could say two things. If there's anybody that is touching you inappropriately, telling you inappropriate things, sexually harassing you, even if you don't understand what sexually harassment is, anybody that's making you uncomfortable or touching your private parts, your private parts, I gotta be blunt and straight up. And sugarcoating nothing, it gonna be blunt. Anybody touching your private parts inappropriately without your consent, it could be your boyfriend, it could be anybody, and you are telling them no and they won't stop, report it to somebody. Do not be afraid to speak up about it. Tell somebody. Tell your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your aunt, your grandfather, your grandmother. And if them ain't want to listen, either go to the police, go to somebody that you trust, go to a guidance counselor at school. Well, in these times, you know, everybody home and stuff, just talk to somebody that you can trust. And as I said, as we said, if nobody ain't believing you, nobody want to hear you, head straight to the police and report it. And I don't think y'all have anything else that y'all would like to say, even about the story. Y'all have any comments y'all would like to make about the story? Cause for me, it's like a situation like that. For the time this person is telling you you're no my little girl and all this stupidness, that is very inappropriate. The only little girl you belong to is your actual biological mother or father. You understand? Even boys is go through this thing. Young boys is go through this thing. Don't let nobody be touching you up, kissing you, touching your parts, nothing. Don't just ignore it. You know, take heed of the situation and report it to somebody that can actually believe you. But that is all I have for today. Like I said, if you have any story times that you would like to share with me, you can hit me up on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. My email and everything will be in the description down below. Thanks to Joe and Brandon for coming through and, you know, keeping me company and reading these stories with me. It was lovely to have you guys here. Let me say that again. It was lovely having you guys here. They're real boring. Anyways, guys, don't forget to give this video a like. Comment down below y'all opinions on this story, or you know, if you have a similar story, you know, you can comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on so you guys will be notified each and every single time that I upload a video. And that was it for today. See you guys next time. Peace, love, and your grace.